Hello everyone, see more better here with Cancer Ribbon Eyewear. We are a company devoted to the awareness and support of all cancers. Today I'm going to do a pair of glasses for June in Chicago. June is a breast cancer survivor. The chemo and radiation has played havoc with her eyesight, giving her very high astigmatism. So she wanted a pair of these, the Cancer Ribbon Eyewear, that has a pink ribbon on the temple and temple tip of each frame. This is model number Pray for the Cure, 52 eye size, 18 bridge. And of course this is Cancer Ribbon Eyewear, designed in USA by me, a licensed optician. The other really cool thing about this frame, it comes with a polarized magnetic clip-on. So these are going to be clear glasses, but when she's outside, just pop that on there and they will turn into sunglasses. So let me pop out your original demo lenses, put that into the case, put your frame into the tracing element of my blocker, program this shape into the computer. You are Secret Agent 2948, so that years from now, should you ever need new lenses for this frame, I can send them right to your home and you'll see how to pop them right in. I'm going to hit the start button. Little stylus is going to pop up, go around, trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at Cancer Ribbon Eyewear, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed with quality. You buy any frame that I offer and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase. Now you get the full reimbursement from your health savings account flex card. Excuse me, all this talking to get my throat dry. I do not collect any insurances, so if you have any vision insurance, I can provide to you an itemized receipt that you can file for your out-of-network reimbursement. But every plan is different, so find out how much you'll be reimbursed. Now, let me go ahead and begin. I'm going to enter the pupillary distance, which is 30.5 for each eye. Move on to the next screen. The computer starts at 32.5, so I'm going to tap the minus button a couple times. I do want to raise the optical center height up to 22. I'm going to mark on there that I'm cutting it at 22. Now, the nice thing about Zeiss is they document everything. You're going to get all the manufacturer's original packaging. Let's see, your right eye reads minus 75, minus 3 1/4 at 115, minus 75, minus 3 1/4 at 115. Let me go ahead and highlight that so you know you're getting the original packaging. You will be getting these packets with the highlighter on there. This right lens is the Synchrony Single Vision Spherical 1.59. That is refractive index of polycarbonate. And let's go ahead and get this lens prepped. I'm going to spin the axis wheel to 115. Put it in. Let's see, a power drum. Let's put everything on 0. Okay. Put the power drum on minus 75. Put the lens in. Rotate until the spherical component of your prescription comes into view first. Check your astigmatism correction, which is most of your prescription. And I'm going to put, actually, this one is upside down. Let's do the same thing again. The lens so nice, we're going to block it twice. Find the center. Check your astigmatism correction. Your lens has the same power in both meridians, meaning up and down. And I always use the top part of the lens to cut. So this one is the right. We're going to do the same thing now for the left lens. Minus 1/4, minus 475 at 25. Minus 1/4, minus 475 at 25. And again, that is the left lens. And if you guys, I'm dropping stuff. I got a case of the dropsies. If you guys missed any of that, let me recap. You see why I've been over to pick that up. I had to tell that joke. All right, so I'm going to spin the axis wheel to 25. Put the power drum on minus 1/4. Find the geometric center of your frame. Check your astigmatism correction. Make sure everything is lined up. That is the top half of the lens. That is perfect. All right, let's put 3 dots on there. Again, this is the left lens. Now, if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. Oh, I know it's a bad joke, but you'll be telling it tomorrow. Now, the one other nice thing about Zeiss, well, let's go ahead and get this block on there. Did I do something with it? Did I block the right? No, I didn't. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is a block, or as I like to call it, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting. So I need 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I've got them here. The black side is the sticky side. I'm going to stick this one onto the first block, do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. That silver button on the back is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time, it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. And the reason why I put those 3 dots on there, it tells me that it's oriented in there just perfectly. With your astigmatism, they cannot rotate at all. The blue cross is the geometric center of the frame. Your eye is just above that in those orange crosshairs. So I'm going to get everything laid out just perfectly. And hit that button, just make sure the lens is large enough, and it is. Hit that button, the arm's going to come down, place the block onto the right lens. Do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right, which I can identify with, because I ain't right either. Line up the magnet. Same pupillary distance, 30.5. So this has mirrored the right side. Same optical center height. If it was a different measurement, I would enter that, but I don't have to with these. And make sure everything is large enough, just out of curiosity. Do I have more room this way? I do not. Okay, so we're going to go back to this. Again, as I was saying, you have the same power this way as you do this way. But the way the lens is decentered, already been edged or ground into it, I have more room in this parameter. Sorry, just shop talk. And I'm going to hit this button. The arm's going to come down, place the block onto the left lens. Now this is the tracer, this is the blocker, this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. But one more thing I wanted to point out, the thing I love about Zeiss, they give so much documentation. The next time you go back to your doctor and they ask you, what are you wearing? Hand them this. This will tell them everything. This is the Synchrony brand of lenses from Zeiss. These are the single vision HD lenses. It is the refractive index 1.59, which is the refractive index of polycarbonate. It has the prescription for your right eye here, prescribed Rx by your doctor, -75, -3 1/4 at 115. If you had a bifocal strength, that would be listed. The left eye, -1/4, -475 at 25. Your pupillary distances, the fitting height, the optical center of 22, which I know for this frame, and it even gives the base curve for this lens. And pretty nice, huh? Oh, I missed it. And if you guys missed any of that, you know it was coming. You know it was coming. So you're going to get all the manufacturer's original packaging, so you can verify that that is what you get. So this is the edger. As I mentioned, this is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. That seems fair. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy one, put it on your kitchen counter. Then you can cut your own lenses at home, and you won't need this guy with the two thumbs and the bad jokes to do it for you. But the actual cutting wheel is this diamond-crusted wheel that's going to grind away your lens material until it's the final size. This wheel in the center is going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens, so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. Now I'm going to wake up the computer. Job ID number 2948. 2948, or as I like to say, installment 2948 of my 330 million volume series of making a pair of glasses for everyone in America. So stay tuned to episode number 330 million. Spoiler alert, something crazy is going to happen. Now these are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic, or Trivex, I would select that material. I'm not going to polish the edge of your lens because it's not going to be seen anyway. I'm not going to put a safety bevel on the front convex surface of the lens, but I am going to place one on the rear concave surface of the lens. Now I'm going to press the sticker on there firmly. Now the magnet's going to do its job a second time. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, just because I don't know this machine well enough to call it chuck. Did I mention free bad jokes with the purchase of every pair of glasses made? I'm going to hit the green start button. The door closes, the clamp shuts, the lens will be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame on the first go round. And you can see as it's tracing the shape of the right lens. And the old carpenter saying, measure twice, cut once, is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which will be minimal, if any, based on your prescription, which is you have almost over twice the average astigmatism correction. Now the light you see flickering in the back is water. That's there to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, meaning that no water sprays onto the lens while it is cutting, unlike plastic, high-index plastic, and Trivex that has water spraying onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now water will spray onto your lens, but only for the last 20 seconds to wash away any optical debris that you see beginning to form on the edge of your lenses. But your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lens material, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel, from flying debris. It has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin. So, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that you have to reapply every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun there in Chicago, this is permanent and never needs to be reapplied. Now these offer so much protection. Zeiss has partnered with the American Cancer Society because they offer more UV protection than any other lab. Most labs stop at 380 nanometers of wavelength. Zeiss goes all the way to 400 nanometers. Now if you notice your lens is completely flat around the edges, there's like a nickel. If I were to take it out now, it would stand up on the counter on its own. But it's just about to get the V-shaped bevel. It's going to drop down on the bevel wheel to get the knife-like edge, if you will. A very dull knife like myself, but a knife-like edge nonetheless. But your lenses are going to be so sharp, June, that you might be able to cut through a piece of wet tissue, providing you soak the tissue in a bucket of water overnight, then take the lens out of the frame using all your might. You might be able to saw through that piece of wet tissue. Now you got the My House Anti-Glare, which goes by, I should have highlighted that, HMC Plus, which stands for the House Multi-Coat Plus Anti-Glare. Let me highlight that. That's that smaller one, HMC Plus. Now this frame and lens combination sells for $149. For single vision, My House Anti-Glare adds $44 for a total of $193 tax-free. But the anti-glare is 3 features of one. The first feature reduces glare when driving at night. Now it's getting the safety bevel, a little fine-tuned grit wheel, but eliminates glare when driving and reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain. The street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead fluorescent lights. The second feature is it reduces reflection, so when someone's looking at you, they're not looking at their reflection in your glasses, so it makes for much better eye contact. Like that, I opened that door with my mind. I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I can. I just have to stare at it for a couple hours and then it'll melt. But it also is a cosmetic feature. It makes your lenses look thinner and invisible. Plus, if you take a selfie, you're less likely to see your phone in the lens, or if someone takes a picture with a flash, you're less likely to see that. And I'll demonstrate that with your original lenses that don't have the anti-glare. So I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corners. The reason why I put the safety bevel on the back of the lens is that if this were to not fit first time around, again, I tuck it in at the outside corners. When I press down at the nose, it snaps right in. But if this were too large and I had to take a little bit more off to make it fit, I don't want any rough edges to come into contact with your frame. So that fits. Let's go ahead and flip this over to L. But before I do that, hang on, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I didn't have the frames with me. This is the other colors it comes in. Flip that over to L. Place the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, or today I'm calling it the June. And hit the start button. The door closes, the clamp shuts. Again, the lens is going to be traced by the 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the left side of the frame. And you can see as this go around tracing the left side. But again, knowing where to place the bevel by measuring that so you have the least amount of edge thickness, and look how minimal that is. How minimal. With your higher than average astigmatism, you barely have any edge thickness. So I'm going to pop the block off, pull the sticker away, use my hand approved drying technique, throw that in there, add to my sticker collection. Are you falling off there? Come on, there we go. I'm going to set you back upright. Okay, that's that. So we're going to come back down here to the lensometer, spin the axis wheel back to 115. Put the lens in over, let me dry everything off, make a new one for you. Put the lens in, let's find the center again. We're getting the -50 or 115. Oh, that's 105. Ooh, that scared me. There we go, 115. That looks better. Read the power, and I am getting -75, going away from 0 towards 1 in the red minuses. Hyperopes are the black plus sign, myopes are the minus red sign. We're at -75 because the unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter, spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R, starting at 0 and going up in quarter increments from there, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1. So you're on the third rung of a ladder. You are nearsighted. You need 3 steps of minification, not magnification, but 3 steps of minification to make everything the correct size. Now once it's the correct size, you have 13 steps, 3 1/4 diopters of astigmatism correction. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. Think of it as the fine-tune knob. We're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 115. So you have 2 curves on your eyes, a -75 this way, 90 degrees away you have another 13 steps steeper. And that's how we line those 2 curves up to make everything nice and crisp. And we're going to rotate that curve to 115. So let's read the second power of your lens. And we're at -4, exactly halfway between 3 and 5. How did we get there? Let's say you let somebody borrow 75 cents and they borrowed another $3.25. They would owe you $4. That's where we're at, 4 in the red. Now your left eye, you only need 1 step of far-sighted correction, but you need, hang on, let me think, 12, 13, 14 steps of astigmatism correction in your left eye. Now there is a stigma over the word astigmatism. It just means shape. It's like saying someone has straight hair, someone else has curly hair. It is not a disease, it is not an affliction, it fluctuates. Now, these first 2 numbers are real values to be concerned with. This last number could be anywhere from 0 to 180. For your right eye, we turn just past from 0 to 90 to 180. We're going to turn past the 90 to the 115 meridian. For your left eye, we're going to turn that to just about 1/4. So most of your prescription is astigmatic. And again, the chemo and radiation, June tells me, have really affected her eyesight. So that's why she needs glasses. She's had breast cancer on her mind while she's been battling it. And now she literally can wear it to show that she has not been defeated. In fact, for every fight won, just like June has rung the bell, for every battle lost, which she has not done, she was victorious. For those who are still fighting, you can proudly wear the Pray for the Cure. Now we're starting with breast cancer. We're going to eventually have every other color. We'll do white for lung cancer. We're going to do gold frames for pediatric cancer. I'm going to come up with a line. In fact, I'll go ahead and announce this now. I'm going to have a children's collection. Whenever you buy any other color of the Cancer Ribbon Eyewear, as they become available. Right now, again, we only have the pink breast cancer ribbon. But I will donate a pair to a child who is fighting for their life. Now, I'll never cure cancer, but I can do my part. I'm in Durham, North Carolina, which is home to the Duke University Hospital, the Pediatric Cancer Ward. And I'm going to donate the glasses to the kids who are going through treatment there. So it's one less thing for their parents to worry about, because I've learned that very few people from my town go to that hospital. Most move here from other cities and other states. They quit their jobs, they leave their families to be with their children who are fighting for their lives. And so I'm going to donate a pair, so it's one less thing for their parents to worry about while they're here. If I sell enough glasses, I will donate to St. Jude's Hospital. But I just feel it's the right thing to do. That's the charity I want to donate to. And I need to get that on the website. So there's a little optical sawdust that I've taken off the edge of your lens. Drop that into the trash can there. Let's see if this fits first time around. I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corner, press down with my thumbs. It snaps right in. I felt that come off. Dry that off. Add to my sticker collection. Let's wipe those smudges off and put some fresh dots on there. We're going to spin the axis wheel back to 25. Put it in. Let's find the optical center of your lens. Read the power. And I'm getting -1/4, 1 tick mark away from 0. Now you have what medically speaking is called crazy stigs. The higher than average, you have almost twice the average amount. Most people it's 2 and under, you're almost at 5 diopters. Let's check the second curvature of your lens. Driving night is no fun for June. Look at that, now we're on 5. Again, you started with 1/4. The second curvature was 475, so we ended up with a total of 5 diopters total power. Now, the last step I want to do in final inspection is to measure your pupillary distance. 30.5 for each eye is a total of 61. The optical center height is 22. Did I put a dot on there? I didn't. Let's do that. I just cleaned it off and said I was going to put another one there. Okay, so you are 61 degrees total from the width of your eyes. Optical center height of 22, just like measuring the crosshairs of a scope, vertically and horizontally. Place the PD stick against my thumb. When we hold it up to the left lens, we're getting 61 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. Not to the bottom of the lens, but to the middle of the deepest part of the plastic, because again, your lens goes halfway into the frame. We're getting 22 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. 22 millimeters. Now the reason why I show you all of this is because when you buy glasses online, how do you know that glasses are made correctly? What I've done here is called final inspection. I've inspected to make sure the prescription is exactly what it is. And I should mention that I am a licensed optician. I went to opticianry college to learn how to do this. I passed the state board exam. I've been a licensed optician for 21 years. I woke up one day last summer and realized I'm just a cover band. I'm putting lenses in other people's songs, and I wanted to write my own songs. So I did. I actually designed Christian eyewear. I'm wearing the same frame, but it has a silver cross on the side. You can get them with a silver or gold cross, and of course these are available in 3 principal colors: black, tortoise, and purple, with either a gold or a silver cross on the side. Now, I have some wisdom highlights coming in my black hair, so I went with silver to match every outfit I wear. And this one is called the Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But as I was doing this project, my wife comes to me and says that if you can put a cross on the side, can you put a pink ribbon? Because her family has been devastated by breast cancer. 7 of her 8 aunts have gotten it. 1 lost the battle. The other 6 have won. But this was her idea, and since, as you see on the website, this website is dedicated to my mother who gave me life, and to my wife who filled it with meaning. She inspires me to be the best person I can be every day. And so I made these for her. So now my wife has a collection of glasses. But let me finish cleaning these. But as I was saying, as I designed these, and these are designed in the USA by me, I want to go ahead and clean the dots off your lenses. This is too as part of final inspection. But I want to get these in standard alignment. But I'm going to mention, June, when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I'm part of that 80%, and I'll show you in just a moment. But because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. So just stop by your local shop or where you had your eye exam and just tell them if they're too loose or too tight or high on one side. It only takes about 30 seconds to a minute to adjust a pair of glasses perfectly. But I'm going to get these again in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. Now when I say wobble, when I take mine off and press down, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. And that's because I have one ear that is higher than the other. Or do I have one ear that is lower than the other? I can never remember. Take a moment and laugh at that. Okay, if you're not going to laugh, give me a week to come back and I'm going to make that joke funny, I promise. But we're going to flip this over, press down, there is no wobble, close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, that neither temple is askew. And if one hinge was loose or one was tight, I would tighten the looser one, I would loosen the tighter one so that they're matching. Now again, 3 principal colors. We have black, tortoise, and purple. All of them have the pink ribbon on the side. Now these are the 52 eye size. The purple comes with a polarized gradient brown clip-on, and of course you notice the plastic of the clip-on, the shape matches the color of the front. Now you can see the magnets that are embedded into the back of that. You have the magnets embedded into the plastic here that you can't see, and that's what it snaps onto. The tortoise and the black pair come with a polarized gray clip-on that has a back surface anti-glare, and of course the tortoise frame gets the tortoise clip-on, the black frame gets the black clip-on, and they snap on just this easily. Now while supplies last, you can buy an extra clip in case you have more than one vehicle, because again, this is how this started for the Christian eyewear. I rode with my wife somewhere and I forgot to bring my sunglasses with me, and I whined about it all afternoon. So, and again, this is $149 complete with any power single vision lenses. My house anti-glare adds $44 for a total of $193 tax-free. The reason why I point out tax-free now is that a lot of people on the internet are having to charge tax. I'm in North Carolina. North Carolina considers eyeglasses a medical device, and there's no tax collected on medical devices, and that's how I'm able to remain tax-free no matter what city or state you live in. But for extra $25, you can get a second clip if you have more than one car. If you have a spouse's car, that's what I do. I leave a second clip in my wife's car. Now, I have transition lenses, so when I go outside, they turn dark. But they don't work in a car, so I think of this as your seatbelt. When you get in the car, put on your seatbelt, put on the clip. When you get out of the car, take off your seatbelt, take off the clip. If you have transitions, June did not get transitions, so she may want to carry this with her. And of course, you can keep this in the case, the Cancer Ribbon Eyewear case. And you want to see something else really cool, how strong these magnets are? They stick to the case. For mostly, till you start shaking it very hard, then it'll come off. But because of the metal that's in the case, they clip on there. But as I was mentioning, you got the house anti-glare. You can still get the premium high-end blue blocking anti-glares from Zeiss for $99. But this lens does not have the anti-glare. You can see how the light reflects off of it. So that's why it makes for much better eye contact, and it makes your lenses look thinner as well. Now I am using, everyone gets upgraded to the polycarbonate lenses at no charge, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. Again, it also has 100% UVA, UVB protection, and a premium scratch coating for $149 with the frame, complete with the clip-on. The traditional line style bifocal sells for $199, $199 complete. The invisible bifocal that I wear is $249 complete. Walmart charges you that just for plastic, non-digital, freeform progressive lenses. So you're going to get a polycarbonate, the thinner, lighter weight with UV protection for cheap, and the frame and the clip-on for less than Walmart charges you for a progressive lens, for those of you over 40 who need that. But do me a favor, if you like this video, do just that. Click the thumbs up button below the video, above the description. Click the bell icon. First hit subscribe, then the bell icon, so you can be notified as different frame and lens combinations become available. If you have any questions about what I can or can't do, just go to the contact me page of the website, or if you like to type, you can type in info@cancerribboneyewear.com. You can follow me on Facebook as Cancer Ribbon Eyewear. Instagram and Twitter is _cancer_ribbon_eyewear. To follow me on those social medias. Please share this video on Facebook and Twitter if you've liked what you've seen. That way other people who have struggled and are still battling can see this. They will see you wearing this to know you can show your support. Now, she is a breast cancer survivor, but you can show your support for other people who are going through this. You may be in the checkout line at the grocery store or someone else at the hospital, and it shows people they are not alone. Nobody has to shoulder this burden. It is a tough fight. Fight like a girl. Fight, fight. And again, you can show other people that you have fought valiantly and that they can too. But thank you so much for the purchase of the Pray for the Cure from Cancer Ribbon Eyewear. Color black with the pink ribbon. And now hopefully everyone else has gotten a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.